Welcome to our Mr. Jack channel. Get ready to feel the thrill with scary stories and mysteries that will get your heart racing. Don't forget to subscribe for more horror stories. One cold evening, a tourist named Lucas decided to visit St. George Church, a long-abandoned site shrouded in mystery, to capture some photographs. Arriving at dusk, he was immediately struck by the eerie atmosphere of the church. The shadowy interior, with its ghostly statues seated in pews as if frozen in eternal prayer, made his skin crawl. With a flashlight in one hand and his camera in the other, Lucas began documenting the haunting scene, only to feel an unshakable sense of being watched. As he reviewed the photos on his camera, his blood ran cold. One of the statues, which had been facing forward, appeared to have turned its head toward him. Certain that it was impossible, he tried to dismiss the thought, but his unease grew. Suddenly, the sound of chanting in Latin filled the air, echoing through the empty hall. Lucas froze, convinced he was alone in the church. Panic set in, and he bolted toward the exit as the mysterious chant grew louder and more oppressive. Reaching the door, Lucas turned back for one final look, and what he saw left him paralyzed with fear. The statues, which moments ago were seated motionlessly, now stood upright, facing him, as if silently observing his retreat. Without hesitation, he fled the church, his heart pounding in terror. Lucas never returned to St. George Church. To this day, he recounts the chilling experience with a mix of disbelief and fear, leaving others to wonder, was it a trick of his imagination, or does something far more sinister linger within the walls of the abandoned church? Anna, a dedicated photographer, was assigned to capture the eerie beauty of St. George Church at night for an art project. The church, known for its mysterious statues resembling worshippers frozen in eternal prayer, intrigued her. Despite the unsettling aura of the abandoned building, Anna felt compelled to document its haunting charm. As she set up her camera amidst the dark silence, she couldn't shake the sensation of being watched. While adjusting her flashlight toward one of the statues, Anna caught a fleeting shadow darting behind her. She dismissed it as a trick of her imagination and focused on her work. But as she began taking photos, she noticed something unsettling. One of the statues seemed significantly closer than before. A cold chill ran down her spine, but she forced herself to stay calm and continue. Her composure crumbled when she took a step back and stumbled to the ground. From her position on the floor, Anna saw the impossible. Several statues appeared to move, slowly closing the distance toward her. Faint whispers filled the air, speaking in a language she couldn't understand. Heart racing, she scrambled to her feet and fled the church, leaving her equipment behind in a desperate attempt to escape. Anna made it out, but the experience left her shaken to the core. Ever since that night, she claims to see the haunting faces of the statues in every shadow, their whispers echoing in her mind. The tale of her encounter has only deepened the chilling mystery of St. George Church, leaving many to wonder what sinister forces truly dwell within its ancient walls. Before St. George Church was abandoned, there was a chilling legend surrounding the disappearance of several parishioners during the funeral procession. In 1968, when the church's roof collapsed, some of the people inside vanished without a trace. While some believed they were buried beneath the rubble, others whispered that they had been taken by dark spirits that haunted the church. The eerie silence that followed the tragedy only deepened the mystery. Years later, a paranormal investigator named Thomas sought to uncover the truth behind the legend. Accompanied by a small team, he entered the decrepit church, determined to unravel its dark secrets. As they performed a ritual to summon the spirits, the candles they carried mysteriously extinguished, and the temperature inside plummeted to a bone-chilling cold. The air grew thick with tension, as if the church itself was holding its breath. One of Thomas's team members suddenly heard footsteps behind him. When he turned, no one was there. Just as panic began to set in, the ghostly statues, once frozen in their eternal poses, began to shift slowly, encircling the group. The oppressive atmosphere grew heavier, and Thomas could sense something malevolent, lurking in the shadows, trying to drag them into the darkness. In a state of pure terror, they fled the church, but Thomas swore he heard a voice whispering his name from within the decaying walls. To this day, St. George Church stands as a symbol of mystery and horror. The ghostly statues, forever frozen in their unnatural positions, serve as eerie sentinels to another world, one that few dare to explore. The church's dark past continues to haunt those who dare to seek the truth, leaving behind only whispers of what truly happened to the lost souls of that fateful day.